Okay. It's another fine day. It's another beautiful day. Another good day for we forget here and just have conversations that can grow our community. Soccer for PA they call and say football. uh my brother Flavius, welcome to
Hey,
Toridey.
I'm glad to be back.
So
Oh,
many things that don't happen. I don't know who I'll be for start, but then we'll choose one. From Mendy to Odiyeso Onana one signed for year or for
from
there,
Manchester.
Jalakwan, and so many things. Which one do actually pick your attention this week?
This week, I think the Njala story, my current story, where it didn't actually to the prepare something for people them on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, the pride of everybody. It is
Mm-hmm.
time for Manchester, one of the biggest clubs in the world. The stuff we are really like current now,
Mm-hmm.
now Mendy.
Mm-hmm.
It be important for the players that they play the game.
Mm-hmm.
It be important for the picking the way that they come up,
Mm-hmm.
and we will get insights on what it happen.
Yeah.
We would also have insights from people like you who play the game in Cameroon,
Mm-hmm.
and what advice you can give the kids who are
Mm-hmm.
playing the game. So it happened with very strange frequency, right?
Yeah.
And it happened to everybody. It's not the black white thing. What's see cases them white guys, black guys. More importantly,
Yeah.
we don't reach that place. We are that place where the kids the way they grow up, right? The conversations we don't get on me and you don't get on other people, and
Mm-hmm.
we don't see up with the platform they put on me. They tell you say first time we go to school, you get to go to school, make grades and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But now picking if you play soccer, if you play basketball, if you do a bunch of other things.
Things very true.
So they get this possibility for make tons of money very early.
Yeah.
And this case now a classical case
Mm-hmm.
of you knowing what you're doing when you start making money that early and the temptations that come with it.
Wow.
So I believe that hopefully we'll get a teaching moment today for from the experience from people like you who play the game. And if anybody they on way the person want give you your own experience if you study them and if you transmit them to the people that they grow up. Because these things are important.
Very true. Very
Yeah.
true. Very important.
Yeah.
Very important because man, once you see when young man work hard for get to that place where you want to get to, and
Mm.
then they get destroyed. Because at the end of the day, I look at the way I look at yesterday, no
Yeah.
matter what it happened, the career has been affected negatively.
It might like he's 29, right?
Mm-hmm.
Eh, a bunch of people then Memphis they pay Pogba don't come out
Mm-hmm.
say me they give him a second chance. He never really played for like 2 years now.
Yeah.
Contract with Manchester City don't finish.
Mm-hmm.
And for
Yes.
all these things, if you look at the story, for all these things, if you look at the story, you'll discover, say, not just a question of playing silly games get silly prices. You
Wow.
understand? Playing
Yeah.
silly games get silly prices. It'd be very clear. Um, as I talk earlier, you don't play the game for Cameroon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not true. Say, when I not be really back in the day, when I not really became make some kind of crazy amounts,
Money. Yeah.
but you will still get some aura of Okati, like when you enter town, like, hey, he's back, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. Then you get to understand, so you get to hold yourself for a different level, a different
I
standard.
think we'll start for day. You
Yeah.
really get detail for that information.
Yeah.
What actually happened with this Mendy guy?
Okay. More do the soccer part of Mendy.
Mm-hmm. Do you think we should go ahead and share the video first before we get into
Yes,
that?
yes.
Because then we need to bring in
True line.
Yeah, True Lion also.
Yeah, let's.
Guys, for those who are watching, go ahead and share the video. Now another beautiful conversation. Now another conversation where it will help us learn a lot. Now another conversation where uh we need to forget our community, because
Yeah,
even though be so, you never know. Today na Mendy, tomorrow if it be you or your picking or your picking or your picking friend or whatever, we not want be for that. But we not want get to that place where you work money today, waste and tomorrow, or even
exactly.
if you need to waste the money, but then the fact say your name there for some kind of place in a negative way, I don't think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Um, uh,
So
yeah,
we'll look at the footballing part of Mendy, right? Very good player.
yeah,
Very good player.
mm-hmm,
Going back for 2011,
yes,
Mendy actually will be part of France under 17,
yeah,
where they get to the quarterfinals
yeah,
of the World Cup at that time, under 17.
mm-hmm,
At that time, he played for Le Havre.
yeah,
So he played for Le Havre. Then he get a breakthrough year where he played for Marseille.
yes,
The first year for Marseille, he be the average at best,
wow,
right? First year for Marseille, he be the average at best. He get a very funny start for Marseille. This is not just trivia, right?
mm-hmm,
We'll warm up with trivia before we go to the real meat of the matter.
yeah,
He get a very funny start for Marseille. Marseille, then they hit so one time Eric Dimeco,
mm-hmm.
he be there for studios. They tell you for studios, say that left back is gonna play for France. Dimeco said, if he plays for France, I'm gonna eat a rat. So he get a tricky period from Marseille, but under people like Elie Bope and Marcelo Bielsa,
Mm-hmm.
he can break through. 2016, 2017, he go play for Monaco.
Yeah.
He be the Mendy for one side, Djibril CDB for other side,
Mm-hmm.
left back and right back.
Mm-hmm.
Then they get an exceptional year. They run to the semifinals. They win the French league. They score 107 goals. And
Wow.
the left back and the right back will be exceptional. Leonardo Jardim, I will be their coach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fast forward, Manchester City come around, right?
Yes.
Pep Guardiola needs a left back. The week before, 10 days before, Pep Guardiola be done by Kyle Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you buy Kyle Walker for right back. They
Mm-hmm.
be need a left back. A Pep, right? Not the greatest presently.
Presently.
They buy for £52 million, making the most expensive defender in the world at that time.
Mendy.
Yes, at one time it was the most expensive defender,
Wow.
£52 million. Put you on £90,000 salary, and it be important. Just keep that figure in your
Yes.
head because we'll revisit that figure.
Mm-hmm.
£90,000 a week. Then he break into the French team. Curiously, the man could not go eat a rat, right? I'll eat a rat. He break into the French team. Then he take a cruciate ligament injury for September, right?
Yeah.
But it will be that good. He take that injury for September. Then he come back
Mm-hmm.
now only for April
Mm-hmm.
of 2018. So he barely get a month to play. He play 5 games for Manchester City. Then they win the league. Then they give you the winners medal because he meet the minimum of 5 games.
Wow.
Then he barely play a month after injury, but they shan't take you go World Cup.
Wow.
Now, World Cup be a different ball game. They will get Hernandez. Their defense will be Hernandez, we get Pavard,
Mm-hmm.
it will get Umtiti, it will get Varane. That was their defensive pairing. They win the league. They win the cup 2018. He played in 40 minutes for that World Cup against Denmark. Now the Sporting side that, right?
Yes.
For Man City, he get 2 serious injuries back to back.
Mm-hmm.
He gets injured the first season where he play. The next season he gets injury for 12 weeks. Like 3 months injury. That one will be really bad.
Yeah.
They pay £90,000 a week. He play for Man City, he win competitions. Then, he decided to play silly games, right?
Mm-hmm.
He decided to play silly games. He get a fixer. He gets some fixer. The fixer is 41 years. I mean, by then, the fixer be there like 38 because the whole of the stories happened like 3 years
3
ago.
years. Yeah.
The fixer supposed to be like body man, right?
Mm-hmm.
It be very common. American football, basketball,
Mm-hmm.
where you don't leave an environment. You move to another environment. You normally pick one or two people around that environment. You move to another place. Ronaldo
Mm-hmm.
gets 6 people there work away a lot of times.
Wow.
These other people, then LeBron get people there they work away.
Mm-hmm.
Rappers and do that.
Mm-hmm.
The guy fixer, they go rent. I mean, a rich guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
He get a mansion from Manchester. So he throw parties after parties, right? He throw parties after parties. The girls that come in. Okay, the girls that come in, the players then for Man City and the players then for English League as a
Mm-hmm.
whole, an average English player makes £60,000 a week.
Mm-hmm.
£60,000 a week. That's what an average player makes. Um, an average person in Britain, in England, makes £33,000 a year. You understand?
Damn.
So what's the way an average player they make am for 1 week?
1 week.
An
So,
average person for Britain, they make them for 1 year.
yeah.
Then you need to talk about bonuses. You need to talk about this thing, adverts, image rights.
Mm-hmm.
You need to talk about all those things. You just talk about your net salary, your salary, right? Your
Mm-hmm.
weekly pay. So the guy they make £90,000 a week. A fixer, give a be like body man where they protect people,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Like you want to
The
go through
sift,
a
at least sift the people
yes.
that they come to you.
As a digression, I guess some person will tell me say he keep flying with some star. So the star get the body man. Then the body man give a card. You know, give that star a number, give a
Your own
number.
number, yeah.
Say call me.
And then I'll decide if you talk to that person.
So this body guy now, this body guy, he bring girls. They claim tonight he arrange get them. Then the man they sleep with some, the girls sleep with some. Then you look at the stories, some of those girls, 17, 18, 19. Now people they be easily influenceable,
Mm-hmm.
right? They be influenceable. Then after a while, the the man, the girl is say the man raped them, right?
Wow.
The girl is say the man raped them, the man can get a rape charge. 2021, August. He gets a rape charge. The man go for court. The bailey. Then the condition for the bail being I say, me not do anything crazy, right? But the man go back, go throw a party. So
Cool.
the second time where they can arrest him now, they claim say they don't violate that condition for that bill.
Bill.
Then they keep you for prison like for 3 months. Then after a while they can release it and they put stricter bail conditions. Then of course Man City be like, hey bro,
We'll not get time for the waste.
yeah, because people that need to understand, and one thing that we really need to discuss on with these kids so they come up.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, you need to represent Nakati, you represent an institution.
Mm-hmm.
Institution not really mess around with. You go rape, you go do this. They don't really mess around that.
Mm-hmm.
Come, you play your game, they pay £90,000.
Yeah.
You move ahead with it. Then you go through the process. He will get lucky on a bunch of things. The system worked perfect for him.
Wow.
The system worked. And for people, them, and I know some people in the video, right, or talk say the system don't work. The system actually worked perfectly. First thing, the justice system be very slow. Any man with the inside go know.
Mm-hmm.
The political cases that will get announced to accuse some man of doing this and that, you take a year or two. I same thing happen for you. If you get very good lawyers, I'll be sure say the lawyer they don't bleed it dry. Because I mean, then if you get very good PR, in the sense say, in the and you give a look at Kinley, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean people don't get me wrong when I say they give very good PR, right? The media slaughter,
Mm-hmm.
media put on like this, that. You understand? social media on be even worse, right? Social media even worse. I even see memes the way they draw first 11 for prison. They put Mendy for some side, they put Ryan Giggs, they put Chet Evans, they
Ryan
put
Giggs dey prison.
no, you get the same case.
Okay.
You get the same case.
Mm-hmm.
They put Chet Evans, they put Mason Greenwood. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But if people, then the closest people around it, they come together, right? They form some way. The man take like they feed it positive news, even though he go through a lot. He
Mm-hmm.
keep his spirits up because that's in be important way to go through stuff like
Very
that.
true.
So I mean, maybe I know call him PR, but if he get some support system way in the height of your trouble, he keep it grounded, right?
Wow.
A couple of players they be reach out to him. You understand? A couple of players they be reach out to him. And now way some player will talk say, oh, I be reach out to him and stuff. But back in the day, all man became fear we're going to say, hey, me and the man will the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Then they can discover now, say the girl and now they been liars them, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the girls that we claim say rapey actually go for your house 10 times after the
The
reported
incident.
rape, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another one of the girls that we rapey, week of morning time, he sleep with both of them. Bodyguard, he body man, and he
Wow.
then text the boyfriend, text a friend, say, well, he hope say boyfriend will go, no, blah, blah, blah. At that time, the girl was 17.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, guys. When I mess around. Then another one of them, if he keep messing around with he, then he takes, okay, like Grealish. Because Grealish, another. Grealish, another funny guy, So all those things that come together for you. But in that period, the man lose Euro 2021, Euro 2020, because it been about 2021 or 2022, I don't remember. He lost the World Cup because the World Cup, France will get a bunch of injuries away.
If
If
probably make the
if
list.
will probably make the list, then a contract expire. Once you be lucky and say if you sign a very long contract, so they still be pay.
Wow.
Because technically, he never do anything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
They they never find him guilty.
Mm-hmm.
The CPK pay the contract expire for 2023. Now he did without contract, he never pay for 2 years. He surely get a ton of legal bills and we don't pay him or it is still pay him. And he did for the position where he literally put himself through things that we never ever put himself through.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Like, why do you think this is common with players, with footballers? Because I don't know if that question was supposed to come to me, but for
Yeah.
you, I want to face you as an observer, first of all.
Yes.
Why do you think it's common with players? We don't see it happen for so many footballers.
Yes. So you give a look at the society where they live in, right?
Mm-hmm.
We give a look at the aspirations of the people that live for that society. You go anywhere, right?
Yeah.
You go anywhere, all man get an aspiration to do better for himself,
Mm-hmm.
to be rich, to have a house, to have a car,
Yeah.
everything, right? And if you talk with people, you discover, say, people that get that aspiration now later in their lives.
Yeah.
You understand? You go ask some guy with a UB, for instance, because we'll go to the local scene in Cameroon soon.
Yeah.
You ask some guy with a UB, for instance, he'll tell you, say, Master, when I finish the course, have you do this, have you do that, have you make money. But you discover that all that thing that they come now, when they did that in 27, 28, 29, 30, right? Now, you also get a bunch of people then where they struggle, right? You get a bunch of people that they struggle. You go back to Cameroon, you go see a apartment the way una be day. They just dey kate. Now, guess what happen? These footballers,
Yeah.
they at the age of 17 and above, most is 17 to 22. These footballers, they'd already be promised, like they already be promised stardom. That they see money, that they give them some opportunity when a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah.
Right? The average footballer, on top of, if you take that £60,000 a week for England, we'll go back for England, right? It make more than £3 million, right?
Yeah.
It make more than £3 million. for 1 year.
Wow.
So you get that opportunity. Then the issue within I say, these footballers now they don't decide, say, and that's some very foolish thing the way they decide for do, right? They decide say they want to live normal lives. You understand?
Yes, bro.
They want to live normal lives. They want go to the club. They want drink. They want go Mykonos, Greece. They want go mix with people. And the most dangerous thing that you don't be given a talent. You don't be given an opportunity for show that talent. You don't be given an outsized reward for that talent. The next thing what you get for do, me kind thing that no happen for you. I forget the sense and responsibility. Say you know be a regular person. You know if you just the worker for cat say, you know if you just say if tomorrow some head commander can be some big time writer or something, I get 100 million contract. Man, I don't know say I'll go play for my but this guy that come and say no,
They
wants
want
to
to
go
live the
club,
regular
wants
life.
to go this. Then now you get two worlds that intersect, right? You get that world now for the broke girls. You get the world for
The gold digger
the
people.
gold diggers, the people that they struggle, the people that we one person, the Ryan Geek story, the person where you go sleep with Ryan Geek. In a Ryan Geek, they get a relationship actually. The girl claims they fight. Ryan Geek said they tussle over a phone. So the girl claims say for the tussle, for the fight, Ryan Geek head body. Ryan Geek said no, he been a tussle over a phone. He been against stuff where he wants to see your choppy phone and stuff like that. So as the girl claims it's a head body, the girl texts the friend. He said Ryan Geek's on head body. The friend tells me they sell this story. So the girl now wake up now.
Wow.
Doctor he face, let's say the head body. Then take a dog, the walker down the street. Then people they snappy. They tell friends, should we sell the story for 5,000 or £10,000, £10,000? So you get that two words that are combined, right?
Wow.
Now the issue within I say the one world of strugglers will always be. You will always get people the way if you enter some place and they say the man's a millionaire, they go always want to struggle. The sense and responsibility you get for being other people that enter, right?
Yeah.
You surround yourself, you be like, some man can touch you. You don't even go to the club.
For your house, and you really get to be picky.
Yes, you get for know the enter yourself, because these guys they make some big error, right? An average football career for Europe, 8 to 11 years. For Europe presently, not up to 15% of professional players. A year they make these £60,000 a week. So not up to 15% of professional players are being millionaires in euros. They know not up to 15%. Then me and you start playing your career with 25. No, I mean 25 would be a little bit late. More say 22. You play to 35. More extend them a little bit. You save, most say you save 2-3 million with a specific lifestyle, right? You're supposed to live now from 35 to like 85 on that money. A lot of them after they not get many investments because you spend your time for player football.
Yeah.
You be scared, like people like Ludovic usually they go do investment and they not became look the money, they come out the money became invest and they don't broke. They don't chop the money. So they broke now broadcasting the help the man now. So you don't play from 35. You don't save some small money, you live a crazy lifestyle. The money not really plenty because of your lifestyle. They finish from 35. You get for live to 85. You get 50 years for save that money. While some man way, we just talk some job where you not be that lucrative as people they talk. So mine a teacher. Yes, retirement was 65, but if he teach till 85, right? If he go retirement, come back, if he teach, if he do this, if he do that, but you get for work your money, save everything by 35, then be smart enough for get that money from 35 years to 85. So it be a very crazy thing, and the amount of money where these guys they spend now.
Yeah.
I mean the foreigners them they don't start to get some sense, right? But the African players they just be crazy. Now you play the game for Cameroon, right?
Yes.
Now you play the game for Cameroon. You come out from a region where we not be get plenty players, right?
Mm-hmm.
We get Anglophones and typically not get a lot of players. And back in the day, I must say the number of years we play back there, we get less players in because now as things they go, things they improve,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now money not be really, really did that way.
Mm-hmm.
Money not be did that way, but
Mm-hmm.
if you get on certain stardom, if you get on certain where you come for Kati, oh
Mm-hmm.
Sako don't come, blah
Mm-hmm.
blah blah. How you keep behave?
So this is the thing, right? I feel
Yeah,
like it starts with where you're coming from,
yeah,
the way they groom you, the way they bring you up, the mentality they put inside you. I say this because the people around you
yeah,
will influence the way you think, the kind of things you want to do.
yeah,
Personally, me, I grew for Katiwe. Grandfather won't make me, say, hey, you get for the get small team them, you get for and
yeah,
like the number of small team where you get they determine the type of their status.
yes,
That you be
yes,
big boy and all of that. So now so we grew, now so most of we grew.
yeah,
And then even when we grew, the people will be admire the way they be doing a soccer player, the way a grandfather them. Now the same thing they be doing.
that they
They be get
drink,
small thing there for years, small thing there for day. Every game, every na new small thing, every
yeah,
intercategory they go play. I remember it's a crazy story, but I'll share with you.
yeah,
I will go play sometime for some village.
yeah,
One of my friends, my very best friend. I be like small thing there, but I was a shy person.
yeah,
Guess what? After that game, so that even be before game, he hold my hand, hold some small thing in hand.
yeah.
Take we go put inside room say
On our function.
on a phone. Not really for me say now on a that.
Yeah,
And then me, I just told him with the small things with the time go, the small things say one go house, I go leave it for the house. Guess what? The next day,
yeah,
that was can't tell you nothing that happened. They say, hey, no man in good man, this and that. After I come back again, like 2 weeks later, he hold me again, hold that small thing hand. Now he should they tell we say, hey, now the thing reason that bring on for you. I said, come off here now. So you
yeah,
and also we were young, we were excited, but guess what? Not just the like you talk, right?
yeah,
Meant if you actually be and all of that, but the people the way you surround yourself with
yeah.
also it matter very much.
So may I ask you this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You will get some players the way they will be like superstars in for your locality, right? Where
Mm-hmm.
the whole category adore them.
Yep.
And some of these people that have been people that they drink and they womanize, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there will be some way where they be untouchable, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
no man will talk for them.
Mm-hmm.
You believe say girls that if you talk no to these people?
Now another thing that like you
Because I want to come to some point.
yeah, like
Yeah,
you said earlier, right?
yeah,
The, the community where you talked about two class of people. You're
yeah,
noticing most of the people the way they really gravitate towards these guys.
yeah,
Now people the way they need it, most of them need to smell that income with the guys they make them.
yeah,
We actually term them the gold digger kind of people
yeah,
persons. The real people the way they make close to that money and all that, they don't get time for the really run for corner the guy. That even if
yes,
they're gone for corner them, they don't really get that time for the live some kind of life with them.
yes,
Most of the times, and this is another thing I'll tell you, the life of a footballer is crazy, especially at the play first that play first division.
yeah,
You guys are busy for Monday, you did train, you start prepare your game, and when you prepare your game, you need to think about that kind of thing then.
yeah,
Sometimes it be you need to prepare not just one game, you prepare a game for the whole month, you prepare like
yes,
4 games for like 2 months.
yes,
So when I just be focused, go play the game, when I come on and for hotel or all that thing. But sometimes the way they give us on TV, they say, what do they call it? What the French word was, I think, calm libre or something.
yes,
Where they say,
yes,
Muna go, at least
yes,
when I go enjoy on ourselves a little
yeah,
bit.
like a free day.
Yeah, like a free day.
Yes,
Guess what? Most times, an average footballer, a girlfriend will be available.
yeah,
Because it's not just a space of like 5 hours
yeah,
or 4 hours or 3 hours. And sometimes even then, Garua.
yeah,
And then the other one I say, hey, we don't give you 3 hours. Me and man go do anything if you do them. So if we start review on Monday or Tuesday.
Yes.
And then when I did Garuwa, your girlfriend dey limbe.
Yes.
How you want to do?
Yeah.
So most of the times that situation then they push the players in for, you know what, might just find the easiest available thing around for just do it what we do and then
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Because the issue, one of the issues, and I say, when most of these guys then they don't be
Mm-hmm.
that superstar, right?
Mm-hmm.
They feel like no man will tell them no.
Yep.
Taxi driver they carry them for free. Police that they cut them cafe.
Yep.
Barman that they give them shack.
Yeah, men of
Nah.
they feel like they owe you that.
Yes, and the issue within I say, normally some people then the way woman they could talk no to them.
Mm-hmm.
It be, I mean, you know the popular thing about Kachi they talk if woman will ever give you that then you know be better man stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
When the woman they talk no for the guy, then the guy is some guy and they way they vex.
Mm-hmm.
They be like you dey talk like we may be star for Kachi. They no
Mhm.
take no.
Okay, my
Yes.
I like that. I like what you talk for them.
Yeah.
Might bring up something. It's funny,
Yeah.
but sometimes some people they talk no.
Yeah.
Maybe with their mop, but with their action, they talk no.
Okay.
Ma go again.
Wait.
Sometimes they be that they talk no
Yeah.
with their action, but their mob they talk yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
When she talk
Mhm.
it be very relevant
Yeah,
to wait will happen for that Mendy
mainly
case.
situation.
The girl claims it. Of course, now we do in the girl don't be debunked and
Mhm.
stuff. The girl claims it, he talk no so many times.
Mhm.
But Mendy claims it, he girl in hand be there around the neck. So so
Bro, would he laugh, but these things
it is crazy.
happen.
And the saddest part of the matter, right? And now the matter this way, people get what they can really serious.
Mm-hmm.
We get people the way that they come out with so much talent, right?
Mm-hmm.
In a lot of things now for Africa,
Mm-hmm.
talent be secondary. And it is start be a vast secondary, a distant secondary with time, with the change of the game, right?
Yeah.
That way we keep play, you be the primary, you play the game. I feel bet you say, no be you to be the best player for a class.
Of course.
If you get some way, it will be more than you.
Yeah.
Even time when you start play DCM, you go get some where
you be looking admire.
yes, but that man go shark. That man
Mhm.
go follow my UD.
Yeah.
You the exercise.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that don't become prominent, I say, this guy they have a Cameroon.
Mm-hmm.
I say, come on up. I mean, you grow for Cameroon, you did for the people that they do contracts now.
Mm.
They make way more money than back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So it be really imperative say me you know how to generate it in them, right?
Yeah.
I guess I'm one guy we're not in the process of calling names.
Mm-hmm.
So I meet the guy don't play for junior national team.
Mm-hmm.
He don't play for under 17 or Cameroon. He don't captain Cameroon under 17. Then he go play for Europe. Right? Big team, right? He play UEFA League, UEFA Youth League.
Mm-hmm.
Score goals from middle field. Like wonderful videos. Then play for Portugal. Now you actually go Greece.
Mm-hmm.
It tell me say that way you go Greece. Aboya man.
Mm-hmm.
That way you go Greece. They give 250,000 euros.
Mm-hmm.
They put it 250,000 euros for your account.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, he go crazy. You understand?
Yeah.
Even at that time, back in the day, before UEFA make that law, say because now UEFA get a law where the person if they below 18, some person give they stay with you with the person a major like a guardian. He still pretty young. They get 250,000.
Mm-hmm.
Then he make 1 year for Grace. He be Grace for 2011 to 2012. He play for Panathinaikos.
Mm-hmm.
Then he come back, go sports in Lisbon. Actually go Portugal and enter Uber.
Mm-hmm.
Uber tell me, so Uber driver tell me, so you come out as a Cameroon. He say, no, sorry, Cameroonian. But the guy was gone.
Mm-hmm.
His spirit don't leave his body. He tell me the stuff where it go on for the football circles, right?
Mm-hmm.
There be other boy and man other boy and man be the different club there.
Mm-hmm.
Like they do the craziest things. Then they play with other people. For instance,
Mm-hmm.
the guy be there club with, I mean, they be a club with Portuguese stars the day.
Mm-hmm.
Bruno.
Mm-hmm.
But see level with Bruno there.
Now, and this is one
Yes.
other thing I feel like we need to talk about it, guys.
Yeah.
For the few people where they watch, go ahead and share. Go ahead and ask your questions. If you want to, if you feel like you want to be part of the conversation, let us know so we can send you a link so you join and then you contribute. Boss,
Yeah.
something the way I don't always one question I don't always ask, I'm like, why is it that we have super talented players at the
Mhm.
level of the junior, whatever, whatever, and then you hear they say they don't sign for Portugal, they don't sign for Europe, they don't
Yes.
sign out of the country, and then they just go.
It, 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 the some people they fall out along the way, right? And again, now that's what we just talked a couple of minutes ago. Talent don't start be secondary.
Mm-hmm.
You need so much discipline.
Yeah.
You need a a system around you for keep you in check.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? You see all this to a some man they play football, they shark, they follow woman,
Mm-hmm.
they smoke, they do this, do that. Majority of that people they do it in right. You get
Mm-hmm.
some cases the way they pass through the tracks, right?
Mm-hmm.
They go through like some people they get a professional career where it be somehow successful, where they can do all those craziness.
Mm-hmm.
Like Andy Carroll
Mm-hmm.
and Joe Hart. Joe Hart cash for England.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he no be that top goalkeeper, but he get an okay.
Mm-hmm.
Andy Carroll get an okay career. Tony Adams will be one of the greatest for Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
That guy that we drink. You say Roberto Mancini say he never ever see marry shark so like Joe Hart and the body and the Carroll because they've been a bodies,
Mm-hmm.
exceptions indeed, right? But African players them sometimes them and most times them they be sucked into this thing of coming from that place and not get much, then they just be presented with so much so
Much.
soon. Then the adoration when they get them,
Get
it
them.
go off the chain.
Yeah.
Imagine most Cameroonians there for France, for instance, they be poor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not poor. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
poor is a poor choice of
Mm-hmm.
word, right? Man, may I take back that word. They not be as well to do as the newcomers the way they come in with that much money.
Yeah.
You get the petit frère the way that they play for Marseille. Okay, Regis Muge, he just come out, he call the foot, he don't go Marseille.
Mm-hmm.
You get the other petit frère they like Steve Void and where they Belgium.
Mm-hmm.
You get Carlos Balibar the way they did for Lille.
Mm-hmm.
That guy then now they get that chance. Now just imagine the adoration where the Cameroonian community for Lille go give. He did 19 years, he played for first team for Lille.
Wow.
They'll probably, I mean, he just, for the moment, he actually didn't on his schoolboy contract, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he come on, he called it food, Brazilians. Schoolboy contract, if he be now some man, a full salary for Lille.
Yeah.
Then the potential, now the man they don't start talk about other clubs buying him because it'd be pretty good. It'd be freaking good.
Mm-hmm.
They also talk about other clubs and buying him, Newcastle. Agent go throw up names, so and they go be true, so and they go be in a lie. Then when a day for Cameroonian community, when I see that kind of thing. You understand? Then you get for understand, so you get for be supremely grounded.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get now the other talented people there, they come out Cameroon now, they don't can now, they adore and the way somehow tell you say myself, I'll go club, go stay till morning. Then you believe in yourself. Most people the way they come abroad, right? They believe say they be formed in such a way where they feel play irrespective. May I give you an example? I thought we could play soccer. I moved back here from Houston, 2009, 2010.
Mm-hmm.
But we get some guys that will come on Cameroon. They will play, some they play for second division, and they play for so I call the foot them, so we keep play Tuesday, Thursdays. The guys will be pretty good. You know what those guys do?
Mm-mm.
They go do tryouts. Like they be like, Massa, they in them. But the guys them, they can do the same thing what they do. They still shark, they still hang out, they go do that.
But you think say they be footballer?
Yes, they go do tryout. Not one no maker.
Yeah.
Not one. Like
Yeah.
the physical aspect of the tryouts, everything. Like you just can't with that. So now the thing that way they happen for Cameroon, right?
Mm.
Then the second way they happen for Cameroon are saying people they fall bush for two things as footballers, as strange as it be.
Mm-hmm.
Most Europeans, them right, they don't get some element they can say social mobility. Europeans they don't get. And when man come out Portugal, you want to play for France, you want to play now football.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? If it no happen for France, right? If focus na football. If you know happen for France, you go back to Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
Vitinha for Marseille.
Mm-hmm.
He don't come Marseille. Last season he play Marseille. He play 9 matches. He know Vawaka. He don't start talk like say he didn't miss his homeland. He did say go back. So he want give pre-season.
Mm-hmm.
So if focus now for football, if the football no worker, it is start calculate for going back. Most Africans, they will be as talented as crazy. I mean, we talk mid-level talent, right? We need to talk that big talent like Sadio Mane. Then we talk some Monday Prisons Boya or Njala Kwan or Isosha or Istanbul FC, for instance, for Boya. Kumba FC. He be talented. Trust me, the economics don't make him way. With that man, they go second division for Italy or France.
You know, Waka.
He focus, be dual, he focus on football. But if he know Waka, he also calculates say if he hustles on different ball. Exactly. see example like Eric Yopa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, way back in the day, like 10, 15.
I get some question before I forget though.
Okay.
Mendy. I want to
Yes.
go back to Mendy. Do you think he can actually bounce back? Because this is about 2 or 3 years not
we never
playing
play.
in all this controversy. I don't know if he's really training like he's supposed to be training. But then, do you think he can actually bounce back?
So what to be really strange, now say
Mm-hmm.
it be not guilty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now for the legal system, some people then they go hate the fact, say we keep messing around with 16, 17, 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
They go put no one near any club for England.
Wow.
So you probably don't move England out of your register.
Wow.
Now the other thing is mentally he will be supremely strong. Any club we go, except say go a place like Turkey. And the Turkish
bro,
club,
even Turkey, sometimes will be supporters or use
yes. the supporters, every club we go, they go sing crazy thing for you. Some player be there, Sheffield United, they call it Chet Evans, right? They call the player Chet Evans. He be there pretty good for Sheffield United. He keep play for Wales.
Mm-hmm.
So he be accused of raping a girl in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
They actually, for 2011, they accused him of raping a girl. He talks in a consensual sex. You know how those things are.
Mm-hmm.
They sent him for 6 years in prison.
Damn.
The man fight. After a while, the case can clear. They can declare him not guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Not guilty, right? He go back now, say he want train, he want play back. It'll be pretty good. Like, I mean, for a level.
Mm-hmm.
He go back, say, the Chet Evans go back, say he want play for Sheffield United. You know what happened? 150,000 people, they signed petitions saying no one man for the club. Man will be declared not guilty. As the same thing that for Mendy. Now some situation where, see, you be amongst the top 0.5%, not even 0.01% of a society. Not the act, let's say, be Kateman. You want to be Kateman, take your $90,000 contract, rip them off,
you go be
Kamitawi for Kate.
Mm-hmm.
Organize.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like this guy for NFL, or for NBA. May I digress one time to non-football matters for a minute. John Morant, right? Today don't take gun show and so. The next day don't take gun show and so. You don't throw a creep signs. You don't be gangster. This man, Fat Joe, tell you, say, bro,
be careful.
You be like the number. I think like the number of people that don't ever play NBA for their lives, they're like 50,000 people in the history, or even less.
For all the millions away, they don't try.
Billions of people. You get China, you get this. Now you don't be that person where you make 200 million for 1 year. And I same to Mendy, right? You decide you want to be a creep, you want to be like a gangster, you want to be like this. Pack your thing there, tear your contract,
Go back with the
fly
day.
go to California, land with your back, be like, hey guys,
I'm here.
I'm here. Where this? Now something for extreme stupidity. A lot of people, I see them online, I they read stuff. I be really want me if true land be around me, channel.
Mhm.
Because we put something like that, where it be catch a lot of buzz.
Mhm.
I don't say people they want to blame the girls, they want to blame the system. The girls they do what they're supposed to do,
Mhm.
right? When you drive around Dallas and stuff, you go to some place, police will write something say, hide your belongings. Because this man will do what he's supposed to do.
Mhm.
The girl them, see, Rio Ferdinand, right? That keep play for Manchester United. Some preseason they come and go Dubai for
Mhm.
preseason.
Mhm.
They go train. They go now for hour for go party. You know, so Dubai get a vibrant nightlife.
Mhm.
They see some get them.
Yeah.
So the men they interact with the girl and talk. Then they go there now. Like apparently what happen, be out there. So he said they continue, they go now Sweden or go place on other this thing.
Yeah.
They see that same girl.
What did happen?
These girls they
Did he
pursue
trap
those
them?
men them that they go different places that men that they go. Not a
Wow.
full-time job. Not a full-time job. These guys they gotta be smart enough.
Yeah.
Now it thing like that way, I mean, one of the biggest points that ever be Chebe talk saying stupidity no be crime, but get punishment, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know fit be that stupid. I need to see people that you hold these guys in responsible. These guys were damn stupid.
And what you actually talk, and it makes a lot of sense. And
Yeah,
I'm glad to you don't reiterate the fact. See, these guys are young. Most of
yeah,
them they come from a really really broke place.
yeah,
So the money, the likes of them, Jemba them, the
yeah,
money, the fame, and everything, it's just difficult to resist when things are thrown at you. Now I want me to emphasize a little bit because one of the things that I noticed now, saying Pep Guardiola actually testified for that guy case.
yeah,
And in as much as I know go to say no, I'm not sure say do he
yeah,
actually just testified based on the guy character and that kind the person we know him personally.
yeah,
Uh I want me you throw a little bit of light on you building your like the person where you be, right? You actually building your crew
yeah,
and like what these guys, people like this should be doing to surround themselves with people who can actually help them when the kind of thing come, because sometimes it be, trust me, for say the kind of thing no ever come,
yes,
like you talk
yes,
now, these girls will do everything
yes.
for get in your way,
Hmm.
and then before you know it, okay, now this or now that.
So again, one of the things that we are the ever tell the people that play the game are good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I give a talk 100 times over here,
Mm-hmm.
if I get a chance for mention the people that play the game 100 times, I would
Mm-hmm.
do it. Back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
they will be absolute heroes because they not be get a lot of resources.
Mm-hmm.
You dey play for prisons. Now you want
Yeah.
you do your thing. You don't know say you not get for do this. You don't know say you get for
Mm-hmm.
do that. Now things they don't change,
Yeah.
right? First thing we don't change now say, I mean, more put aside age verifications, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know fit make that much money at an earlier age without having a guardian around.
Mm-hmm.
UFA don't change that. Even UFA know those things. They
Mm-hmm.
don't change it. Secondly, resources that they out there for these young kids now, right?
Yeah.
Where these young kids, and if you use those resources, if you use yourself to surround yourself, you gotta first get a thing like wait to wait to be my path, wait till they try for do,
Mm-hmm.
right? You dey play football for fun or you dey play football for be a professional.
Mm-hmm. Career.
Yeah. Now, if you play football for fun, if you do whatever you want to do, that's up to you.
Oh.
If you dey play football as a career, you get for start get people where you trust at an early age.
Mm-hmm.
And you get for understand say that people the way you trust them, they get for you get for be able for that people therefore tell you something way it they contrary for what you want them.
Wow.
Because you get that that cult of invincibility, right?
Mm-hmm.
You wake up, you play for Limbe today. Then some man tell you, say, Master, the night ought to happen about dollar.
Mm-hmm.
And down, I don't enter motor for middle night. You get forget some person will tell you, say,
You're not
my man
supposed to
sleep.
do that. Yeah.
Now, the difficulty with Cameroon, I say, when you play on time for Cameroon, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need to get that very clear path as if you could go professional tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
It be tricky. The system be very complex. You understand? It be really difficult. Like you feel easily like advise some person within Europe and America say, okay, they grow up, that's what you get for do, that's what you get for do. But for Cameroon, it be complex. They try to still professionalize the league. They still make I mean people they pay them well, they then do their stuff. They still do a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you just give a general advice, right? A lot of resources and they out there. And I think that way, person like a young NOI platform be very important.
Important.
If you advise people, if you talk stuff on people, but it is still give na general advice because nobody still get that system. For a year, you get some people that way they will get into the tunnels, right?
Yeah.
And they will be for the tunnel for the next 14, 15 years. And if they don't succeed, that's fine. They get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
If you advise that people, but for Cameroon, somebody go UB, yes, he play
Mm-hmm.
for PW Kumba. Sunday they go school, Sunday they do this. The professionalism circuit for Cameroon never really be that like that. But then the other issue with it for Cameroon to say the other issue is say the money to it never really be like that again.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you get this young player every day here,
Mm-hmm.
young Cameroonian players they can here, and young Cameroonian players the way they go abroad. The advice if you get them, you know, if to be part of that community like that. You are not you already be at a different level for that
Level.
community. Read the leaves. You understand? Read the cowries on the floor.
I think that is the one thing our community, because now so our community they always like no, it no matter how much money you don't get you still belong to.
No.
We get for start learn for say, you know what? Na true say na my
Yes.
community this. They might limit, and then because if you try for do I don't see some few people that around here they do for their level.
Yes.
You understand? But then people still want to make they come for baby
I-
shower, make they come for OT, make they dance that same way they dance,
I
make they go collate some person now.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember when we interview. I remember this guy for Sweden. This singer from Sweden. The Kumba guy.
Links.
No, not Links.
No links.
The guy for Sweden. I don't forget his name.
Okay,
It's
Ekiti Drogba.
It's Ekiti Drogba. I remember that interview. I actually watched that interview.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I drive to work. I watch like religiously because you gotta keep yourself informed and
very
stuff.
true.
Ekiti Drogba talks say at a certain point he be feels say as a musician he give a pull himself away from people. The way he pull himself people people study blast.
Yeah.
People study. So now a very prevalent thing for society say people then deal with that they talk about you when you decide to move away.
Mm-hmm.
Then not only that, they will start wish you bad.
Of course.
And when bad happen to you,
Mm-hmm.
they will start laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Because I say, oh, do you want things say this, you want to say that. I believe so it be very sad. I mean, you get the profile. I say give another 5-10 years if you can really blow.
Mm-hmm.
You talk to fly all over the country or talk with people. I go be very disingenuous. I'm gonna do a disservice for you. Forget my picky birthday. Say, oh, I invite Sako. Sako no come. You come, you can sit down, you hold your bottle, you keep my own bottle, you talk for 10-15 minutes. Okay, bye-bye. I don't expect you. You know, the butterfly, the butterfly and the lymph that she done down, the lymph be like, why are you like that? The butterfly said we are supposed to grow. Now, when you grow, you get a sense of new pieces are coming.
Yeah.
So, boy, see when me have kid, what we do 10, 15
We
years
need
ago.
do
We
'em.
need them again.
Of course.
You that first time, right? Not tell you to care about that town. This is the first time. I digress a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So man job we got to say they begin on their hall for gallon. So that time we will not even get GPS, right?
Mm-hmm.
We get na map quest now we say call that.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow will just be without to say, hey, party day for you. Right? Then some guy go print the location.
Mm-hmm.
Some guy go print the location. Then when the guy print the location, that Friday or Saturday, you just enter motor start drive. The go for front, the follow for back. We don't know the place, we don't know the person. I think the key call that whole na Ghanese or
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
We
Then
not already decided that is not
yes,
joker.
we'll just go for the free drinks, everybody drink. Then after you start growing now, some place there, someone will tap you, start be like, okay, who go be the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it comes with a certain level of responsibility, right? Then imagine, say, you come to that point where you start make millions
Millions.
of dollars.
They still want you to do the
My
same thing.
brother, if I be one of that people, I be they corner you,
Mm-hmm.
then I'd still hold you to that same standard that be in
No, that's
Woody.
witchcraft.
Then yes, then understand say I be one of that people where you go put time with.
Yeah.
Now, not get me wrong, right? Not get me wrong. You fit still cater to people them
Mm-hmm.
around where you know mean say you must be inside their circle like that, like that.
Yeah.
See Young Dove, that rapper for Tennessee. You don't be a big time rapper, you few stadiums all over the world. But guess what? You one must buy your donuts now for your hood for Tennessee. You go for the hood, they should see, right?
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it no make no sense. So the player and the sad part of that life, I say, a life of eternal denying yourself of some pleasures.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Just imagine, say, me, I like me people.
Mm-hmm.
I like to hang with people. I like for play soccer. I mean, I didn't get the opportunity that much, but I like to play soccer. I need like to stay around a little bit because well, if you play soccer, people start drinking beer. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Under that sun,
Mm-hmm.
people they drink the water, Gatorade, if it makes sense. But if they start drinking beer again, they give a drive 30 minutes. But I like those things.
Yeah.
You see, a lot of people, and again, I'll digress a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people they need to understand something. The human being be built to depend on others.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? We don't get the craziness where people they just call it time. I be independent. I can do it my own way. I'm my own person. I made it my way. I'm an independent man, independent woman. Maybe those people, not be so human beings that be built.
Mm-hmm.
Human beings not some interdependent species. You get to depend on me. I get to depend on you. Now you not get for be you're not going to be a leech. You're not going to be in a parasitic dependency.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be in some symbiotic thing, right? I mean, guess what? If I go down the road, you need a ride, you tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Simple stuff will be meant. Now, the beauty of the human race that.
Yeah.
So the player they now, they be asked to deny those things. Like a thankless job. You can't play for being a popular man for pay. You're year 6 and come on and play for FC Dallas. You know, if you just can't shackle now, just make sense, you just there for your own side. If una one come around, he give a filter, they come in.
Yeah.
Some men they go one do, some woman they go one set you up, some woman they go one get pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that my guy I keep tell you about. He tell me say the woman then the one way they go one time I get pregnant with it.
Yeah.
I know it been a one, it been a many.
Yeah.
So you give for deny all those things just to make them for football. And a thankless job.
It's not easy.
Yeah, then you come out, you can be 35, you can be 36, then you want to reintegrate life. But the other part where they like you get the present, and it be very sad where you go come out, you see some of the guys that don't play the game, they don't get nothing to show.
Bro, don't get nothing for sure how we bro, where we are coming from is complicated.
Yeah.
A few people had the privilege, I'll call it a privilege, to have parents or family members or close people where if you tell and say, hey, this is how things should go. Now, so I fit tell you say my whole life I been play football now for entertainment.
Yeah.
I never dey play football the things here. I fit sign for Barcelona, I fit sign for a year and change.
Yeah.
In as much as I had people around me who looked at me like that, like okay, Sako will be the next Etofis or the next Zidane. But then I be just to play ball. I was just excited about I was talented. I go to
Yeah.
play. So it even put me for that place where the small struggle the way you get them, you just feel like I don't want to play me again.
Yeah.
And then the funny thing is you go back for Kati. Instead of the people for Kati will tell you, no, now the thing that you don't choose them, go continue do them. No.
Yeah.
They'll welcome you back with the small money we don't bring them. Now then go start to arrange you small thing
Yeah.
that like
Yeah.
people never understand. So man, we can sit here and say, oh Mendy was careless, oh he need be
Yeah.
here for the party this way, he need be careful, he need be careful. Guess what? You don't party by yourself.
Yeah.
For you to party, like you said, you needed people
Yeah.
to maybe go buy drinks, maybe arrange the fix the this and that, team them and all of
Yeah.
that. How about these people telling you? Because this is for me now the most important part is for this conversation.
Yeah.
We as a community understanding what someone wants to do and knowing how to support them. Look at Jemba.
Yes.
Jemba said they can't Ivy Coast. People say nope.
Yeah.
Stay for the play ball. When I get break, you come.
Yeah.
You understand? Jemba, they Ivy Coast today, they tomorrow, he did the other day. Guess what? Samuel Etofis or all the other person they win our brothers and call it say, bro, what you do so?
Yeah.
Again, are just 8 years for do this. After that, we can still do the same things you want to
Yeah.
do. You understand?
Because they retired at a young age.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, like we'll talk. If you even retire for 35 or you play ball, it means you try.
Yes. And 35 now still a young
Now
age.
still young age, you still get power for do other thing they
Yeah.
want do them.
I think a bigger reality to not say the basic education where people they get them.
Get them.
It be very you need to go to some of these you need to go for some of these academies of Cameroon. The ask them what did they really put into some people their head. You understand the basic because
Yeah, I get you.
because you look at the training where these guys they get on the basic training. You need prepare them in any way for what the football world be.
Yeah.
The football world it be crazy, right? I get two guys that they play football professional level. I don't mix for some the guys that milieu. They actually then they play with guys the way the guys they see there for that level now. Some one or two of them they at a lower level. They play, the other one they play. But the people the way they play with and the people they don't go be world champion them quarantine totally saw them. They play with Hurricane they score goal them and stuff like that. There no be yet no social, financial, and soccer education on what to do with the gift where they get. You understand? I know people the way they can Cameroon for like a December they spend 20 million.
Yeah.
Like they'll get hotels. Then they do on Instagram they look at girls. They buy a bunch of
By the worst part that
they because see they buy a bunch of tickets then.
direct
A
tickets.
bunch of girls fly from Paris, prove the land dollar.
Douala.
I get a guy with tell me say, you know, these guys came in, and of course, you know, be an Instagram picture, right? And they look at the girls like, Master, the girl they not make sense. Then they not talk to the girl there.
Just pay the flights on a go back.
Yes, first class coming first because business coming, business going because Cameroon Paris not business, not business class. You understand? Then Cameroonian society, it no get like it no be that kind of society where I put on the way your money they take longer for grow. For instance, right? Me say you take 100 million, go boya, say one investor. It will take you a couple of years to get back that money. You understand? Now for America, you get all these stocks in them and bonds and something the way over 2-3 years, if you make plenty money, if you do the right, of course, if you still lost that money, it's on a high risk, high reward. But you get those things. Then if you do radio, if you do TV, if you do coaching, if you do stuff, Cameroonian society, this one. So when those guys when those guys have finished their playing contract, you discover they know what invest for a lot of things. They don't get all that in them. Then they give a go back for Cameroon. You get a bunch of them where they be like heartbroken, then financially broke too. They be stuck, they're not going nowhere. Like Mbami Modesti, wait be the story.
But that guy's story was so sad. I
Yeah.
know I even go there
But remember, Mbami don't play for Paris and he don't play for Marseille.
for a long time.
Yes. I mean, at one time, even back in the day, Paris we keep pay the highest salaries for France. Back in the day.
Yeah.
Because Paris now a historic club. Now
Club.
club that way Josh where they don't play, they
Yeah.
ride them, Valdo them, Lamar them. Now big club. Then of course we know Marseille, we know the history. So a Cameroonian, you play for Paris, you play for Marseille. I mean, you get for look the kind of life you can live at that time, where you finish, you play for a little bit, you finish your career because it's to be young. It will be 17. It maybe be 18 for 2000, right? For Olympics. It'll be 18 years old for 2000. So it barely did like 42, 41, 42. You finish play like 35, 36 because if you go play for Colombia at one time, you play for here and there. So like 6 years later, you did die broke.
Boss, we're there for 1 hour, 6 minutes. I think we need to wrap up. Now, for you,
Yeah.
what is your take home? What is the one thing you feel like, okay, the Mendy situation,
Yeah.
now the thing doing me, I don't learn now.
You give up being smart. And the thing with being smart is that the tools and the out there. The tools and the out there. At this point, not being smart, now you have a problem. You understand? You be trust in a place where you'll be amongst the top one. More just go on the full figure, right? You'll be among the top 1% in the world. Top 1% in the world, earnings wise. Understand them. You will get some people then we not tell me say me the get in a ballot get in, not supposed to do so. They only do that their role. All we want to say, me rapists and not the word, me thief people they know the me highway robber they know the, but now a well of men, not be a well of angels, right?
Yeah.
That people they will be, right? How you did navigate this back in the day, it would be literally impossible. If you work on for dark, you know, be here all these things. Clubs them, they get people that they control which you put on social media. They get people that advise you financially. They get people that advise you socially. They get and saying them. You get people there where they don't play the game every day. They tell you. You get other examples that they did for that same thing. Back in the day, way back in the day, people that like Raul Gonzalez, they already sleep for oxygen tank then so that their body they recover fast from injury. You understand? You know if you just did your own work now for through party after party. Then you deal with 16 years old and 17 years old. Oh man, you discover say most serious players them now, by the time they turn 23, 24, they don't marry. Surely get picking. Then they make them in such a way that yes, if you also go do your thing outside, right? But we don't marry get picking, the chances they say you're the throw party after party like Mendy. It be rare. It might be on some. I mean, it been on some. If you drink quite a bit, some. One of the things that we come out of court, they talk on TV. The man, the dance for club. He don't pull down his pants. You know, they show you underwear. Then wear some singlet. Then it's matter taken off. Bro, you be a professional footballer, act like one.
But the way to me have you talking and say, like you said, the system worked for him, and I feel Betty say he be just be lucky. Or if you one of that persons that the system don't decide for use them, say, hey, you know what, we know would go over for the other side.
Yeah.
We need to consider with the people until they talk and all of that. But guess what? If we get another Mendy, the system will come back to you know what, it seems like these guys are taking advantage
Yeah.
and we'll get for hit them really hard. Man, thank you very, very much for today.
Yeah.
Any other thing you feel so we need to talk about, we'll never talk about them?
Well, I think I look forward to the Njala Kwan this thing.
Yeah.
I want a more layer of the Njala today because we'll get on Sunday big thing. I think
Mhm.
you just still work out the time.
Mm-hmm.
1 o'clock will be perfect because of the people that will come around.
Yeah.
We try to see how the Onana situation will develop. At one point, you can really find before the season starts more talk about African players, Cameroonian players who said they go, wait to be the resources that come on, who say come on, they go.
Mm-hmm.
Then, of course, you want to give a shout out to, well, again, I know when some person may write something crazy, but will come on from the
Mm-hmm.
Anglophone side of
Country.
the country and interpose they go on now.
Mm-hmm.
You get it's social. They
Mm-hmm.
draw their first game. You get Bathman United
Social from where?
from Limbe,
Gosh.
Isle of Hope. Yeah, Isle of Isle of Hope Soccer Academy. So they draw their first game 0-0. They get Bathman United. They win their first game 1-0. That one come out Northwest. So
Mm-hmm.
again, you get two teams. No, you get three teams of first division, right? Young Sport, PWD,
Opopo.
and Opopo.
Mhm.
If we get two more, I mean, again, maybe rocket science. Say
Mhm.
you come out Anglophone side, you support Anglophone teams.
Mhm.
So we'll watch how that one develop. Then I guess Barcelona they come next week Saturday.
Mhm.
Tickets will be off the chain. And
Wait, where they don't even get Messi for that lineup
they
and
know
all those Javis and all those
they
guys
not
that won't
get
like him.
the ticket a day of the chain. A bunch of tourists that come from Japan, China, Europe,
They don't buy
just
all
to watch the
tickets.
game. The highest section for the field, it looked tickets them for $200 and something dollars. I
Oh,
mean, come on, man.
oh,
I be say I
go watch him.
finish work, run, come back and watch the game, but I guess we'll watch on TV. So
Oh,
a bunch of things, but football I never ending thing. A lot of
very
things
true.
that they come in and we also encourage a lot of people like
Mhm.
on social media
Media.
and stuff like that's an open forum, right?
Mhm.
I always want I always want come here like get the topics, get a bunch of people that be interested. I mean that actually can hear more participate, right?
Okay.
A bunch of people come here, talk your own, they say they know the address, they know the place.
Mhm.
We'll make it the biggest platform on soccer, so we'll keep working on it.
Yeah, I will continue to do that. Another thing he said, he talked about the clubs who are actually taking part in the ongoing interpose. Guys, most of we will be affiliated to clubs in Europe,
Yeah,
Manchester, Chelsea, blah blah blah. Especially for those who they did diaspora, find a local club also.
yeah,
Find a
yeah,
local club where you not only get them as your local club, but then you get information about them, their players,
yeah,
you support them financially if you can, but then more will start build that culture. Like back in the days where
yeah,
you go out there and you talk about El Expo like it's the only thing you know. You
yeah.
understand? When Zidane was playing for Real Madrid, I will talk about Real Madrid like now the only two I know. One build that same culture with our local teams.
I don't be joined to some forum about Faco United.
Mm-hmm.
I the watch them. I the
Fakir
enjoy.
United is a club.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
a club in Boya. So
Mm-hmm.
I the watch what they post down for the forum. I the watch the players the way they put out there.
Mm-hmm.
It be interesting. I mean, I know be, I leave Cameroon with that club then every day. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? But I the I the try for see which other club did they. I the hope say with time we'll learn with people that they Cameroon.
Mm-hmm.
We the figure we because we deal with a lot of secondhand information stuff. We read them. A lot of people
Yeah.
they go for the fields, they talk, and the appeal will go appeal for most of the people who come on and say, give we two things. One, neutral news.
Mm-hmm. Would the beg na beg?
Yes, neutral news be very important. That I hear say the talk now say give me neutral news because makes sense. So they liaison with you.
Mm-hmm.
Then you dey give the kind celebrity
Mm-hmm.
influence, and then the second thing, the news will be crazy and all not. If you bring your facts, hey, we did all for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bring the facts. If not facts you want to more share, we share. If not facts you want to more share. We'll talk now with some confidence. No, say
Yeah.
we'll get access to information.
Yeah.
When push comes to shove,
Sure.
we'll go show them.
Very true.
But a lot of people they be angry, like you go back, you want chat to somebody where you get some you tell you say, well, I don't know what
It
happen. Would he
happened.
talk about this?
Yeah.
Would he deal with what you get? If you get the news, not tell me say this place, the man they do this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Then just believe say
I go for wrong with
a
them.
boarding platform go take and run with and like,
Mhm.
yes, we yes say nothing the way the man they do. No worry. When we get I get some one or two guy there, they get some Concosa block them. I'll
Mm-hmm.
push them for them.
For the wow,
Yeah,
thank you.
but
Yeah.
just one time, any other person. Next time, hey guys, come on, let's talk, have fun.
Oh, thank you guys very much. Jabia, Pierre, and Tongwan. Bro, thank you again very much. Share the video with some other person. We're trying to build a platform where we can have conversations. We
Mm.
can talk about things that we are familiar with. Like when we talk, I talk is social. We talk about PWD Bamenda,
Yeah,
talk about Canon and all of these. This is what we want to do this because we know we understand the long-term benefit. You never know who is watching. David
yeah,
decides, you know what, man, go invest for that Opopo or for that
yeah,
whatever. So yeah, I feel like this is another thing I was thinking about. Maybe from time to time, if you have time, I know you're a busy
yeah,
person, we can just throw in a random segment. We don't really need for wait every week.
yes.
So within the week, if you get
I
some
get,
time
I
way
get,
and there's a topic the way they really run.
I get time. I get time within the week. So
Mm-hmm.
what we would do is once a week we'll
Mm-hmm.
do a poll.
Mm-hmm.
You leave it open to the people, right? You
Mm-hmm.
do a poll, right? You get the different platforms,
Mm-hmm.
Arlington, maybe Camdal, you get the
Mm-hmm.
different platforms, and which you want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Onana case, the hot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get a bunch of people they say, be a good goalkeeper, be this, be that. Again, the only way you go advise people and you go plead with people and say, where they come with facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it facts they be so refreshing, right?
Yeah.
That it make you grow, that it make you even when you argue with someone, the man bring facts, you really
Yep.
enjoy the
Yeah.
argument, right? It be different. I argue with some guy them and the guy that will be like, oh no do well because of black goalkeeper. I just be like, bro, come on. So we'll start do a poll from next week.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do a poll that will start on the week after. So we'll get time. I get time within the week if we find a poll.
Mm-hmm.
Because for all the things that we talk about, and I give you a lot of credit for all the things we talk about. Um for Cameroon, we get two things, well, three things that they bring people together.
Mm-hmm.
Religion and various religions,
Mm-hmm.
soccer and Mimbo.
Yeah. Very true.
So the Mimbo not just a party screen,
Mm-hmm.
right? They get party today, the whole town come.
Mm-hmm.
They get church today or
Mm-hmm.
mosque or whatever, everybody comes. Soccer, I want to see that we bring it together. We'll feed discover, so we'll start talk about soccer. And we start from a point to go to another point, to go
Very
to
true.
other things.
Mm-hmm.
So the people the way they like soccer, sometimes they post something for some group, you discover one week on monitor, you say 100 people don't write under.
Mm-hmm.
If we do this, right, we'll get a poll right at the beginning of I'll try for look a poll putting up like wait if you talk about sharing for the groups.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be like, okay, this period 1 p.m. And you go also find if we do I'll contact my guys and for that guy that for that Faco United.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we do get the guys to join in.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about everything. Like the good part with people they really be versed with soccer is at the end of the day they end up for me, my own way for doing like I like the African soccer thing. I like the European thing, but I try to study everything, right? So the people that come out when they come for the pool, you'll be very interactive and you'll get people on this platform, me, you, True Lion, people the way they really know the soccer. So
Mm-hmm.
it could be a test of and I don't put test in that pejorative manner necessarily compare,
Mm-hmm.
but it could be like a test of the different ways that we see soccer. And if we find a way for link and back to what you already grow. I also want to give a shout out to one of the guys. Then the last time we get a conversation, the guy is really interested.
Mm-hmm.
He actually did go do an intercative for Abakwa.
Mm-hmm.
Now one of the things in that we are things that you get for encourage, and the guy named Collins,
Mm-hmm.
Joe Collins.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to give a shout out because as Eno a young we talked for the last time,
Mm-hmm.
Southwest and Northwest, they don't go through a lot.
Yeah.
Look at anyway, whether they pro
Mm-hmm.
or against or they neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Those populations they don't go through a lot. The people where they try for do um like they try for do charity over there, they try for open foundations, they try for send medicines, go do like mission trips.
Give back.
My sister-in-law they go on a mission trip for church, and I want to give a shout out to because those people they need full support, right?
Very true.
The what you don't show say it don't show say when your own money it not be enough except say you be some or over billionaire, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we give for work as a community. Now in that way this platform they be important.
Mm-hmm.
So in this platform we want to give a shout out to other people then. The people that go do a mission trip, my sister-in-law, the people that do charity, the people where they do soccer tournaments, like that guy Joe Collins.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they define for also come for platforms like these for push forward your vision.
Mm-hmm.
That way you feel attract other people for join with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I be Christians and for ask you about the intercategory, right? Because intercategory they did different kinds. One and they make na youth intercategory, one take talent. Like Jala Kwame say they go Manfi, go watch games, go Kumba. So one and the way you want just bless the people for that area, right? The Kate play the Kate. That Kate, that's what I believe for Cameroon people. They come out not through intercategory, they go first division and division them
Very true.
inter schools. So I want to give a shout out to that guy Joe Collins. He gets intercategory from Mancon. And I want to let you know, say, okay, platforms like this that they exist, where if he hook up with you or with me, they'll talk about it, they will see the concept where you get them. They will see whether as some concept where some other people there for here if he partner.
Interested. Yeah.
Some might be like, okay, I'll sponsor one team, I'll buy jerseys. I mean, would you look around with the CC people they don't start get money way, maybe that they know cost you an arm and a leg. So I want to give a shout out to other people, but more importantly, want to encourage people like, come let's talk. If you get that idea, then bring them, we'll talk about stuff. We'll see how we make things better, right? Then eventually we'll do a leak in Arlington. Have you watched that?
Thank you guys very much for today. By the way, we're supposed to have True Lion on here, and then something come up on also in America. Every now and then this and that they come up. Guys, go ahead and share the video one more time. Go ahead and leave us comments. Don't forget to let us know what we did good. Which will not do and fine. I beg constructive criticism is welcome. Like we don't talk. If we will not get any other segment within the week, then definitely we'll see you guys in one. Thank you very, very much. Ciao.